You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, and everybody here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! I'll keep that in mind. It'd be helpful to have something to talk about that isn't you. Me? Why would you talk about me? Well, you're kind of our common link. Still, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about apparently being you guys' sole subject of conversation. Somehow I feel like I should be uncomfortable about it. You two really need to find new things to talk about. Agreed. Once again, the sound of a knock at the door draws everyone's attention away, including Mom's, who'd been completely uninvolved in our conversation until now and whom I'd ever even forgotten was here. Oh my, who could it be this time? It's probably Shoichi-san. We were both going to come over. He was probably just held up or something. Mom nods, getting up and heading to the door. Since you two didn't show up together, I thought he wouldn't come at all. I was really anxious to have that conversation with you, so I ended up, forgetting to wait. Forgetting to wait? Yeah, I just wanted to get it over with soon. I mean, I was really scared about it, but I felt like if I let it go on for longer, I'd lose my courage. Relax, your voice is getting squeakier and squeakier as you go along. Sorry, I'm getting nervous again. Are you actually, or is this just another act? Crap. Am I gonna start putting everything you do under a microscope? That'd be super annoying. God damn it, June, why'd you have to go and make things hard? Make everything hard. You keep confusing me or getting in trouble or just... no, don't go there. If I let myself go there, I'll get angry. I don't want to get angry. I'd rather just... Hey, sorry for dropping by like this. Dropping by like this? I'm the one who asked you guys to come over. Yeah, but still, you're supposed to be resting and No, none of that. Zip it. I'm not made of goddamn glass. Stop it. What? Yuichi is quite full of energy today. I don't want to be babied or pitied. Stop that. You stop that right now. But... Trust me, Shoichi-san. The sooner you go along with it, the better it'll be for you. Fine. Good boy. Fuck you. Wow. I haven't tried censoring you as if I were joking, and that's still your response. Though cursing in front of my mom, I see you've chosen death. I don't want to be a nag, but do at least try not to curse. Right, sorry, I forgot. It's fine, just remember it from now on. What the hell? If it were me, I'd have gotten chewed out way worse than that. Don't be dramatic, I'm never that bad. Besides, it's not my place to be lecturing someone else's child. I'd be way overstepping if I did that. That is so not fair! When have I ever been anything but fair to you? Now, Yuichi, listen to your mother. Yeah, mother knows best after all. I will hit both of you with my crutches, don't you test me. Ooh, scary. I don't know. It is at least a little scary. You did hit me in the head earlier. What? Yuichi! Seriously, dude? How could you? I was teaching him a lesson. Don't you all gang up on me. Besides, it was barely worse than a flick. Still, you shouldn't be hitting anyone. Got it, Mr. Morality Lesson. Don't snark me either. Okay, I'm taking my laptop and going back upstairs so I can work. Knock on my door if you boys need anything. We're good, Mom. Don't worry so much. Thank you regardless, Masaki-san. Of course. Man, Mom just might like you more than she does me. I'm still in the room! That was really uncalled for, Yuichi. I didn't think I'd said it that loud. Yuichi-san. Either way, how come it took you so long to get here? I thought you'd be showing up with June. Yet you didn't get here late enough for you to have gone to the student council today. True, I've been taking a little bit of time off. My VP's been loving it, though, or at least he's very enthusiastic about helping. He stopped me to talk about some issues he wanted my input with, and the talk ended up running long. Doesn't it ever worry you that our school seems to drop a ridiculous amount of work on the shoulders of the student council? It's like you guys are part-time employees or something. It's crossed my mind on occasion, but that's not the important thing here. How are you, Yuichi? This again? I'm getting really tired of people asking me that. Fucking stop it already. Ugh, it's only gonna get worse after I go back to school next week, isn't it? But I can't let them know I'm annoyed either. The more bitter and upset I act, the more they'll worry about me and bother me. Just smile, Yuichi. I'm fine. Like, I was about to ask why would you ask me that, but had to stop myself before it was too late. I know exactly why you would ask. I'd have to be very stupid not to know. Does your leg hurt, or does anywhere else hurt for that matter?
Shuichi-san, he doesn't want to talk about that.
But I still worry. It's fine, really. My knees hurt if I move too fast or something, but other than that, it's fine. The worst part really is needing help to move around. Aki needed to help me bathe this morning because I didn't have my crutches yet. Are you 100% sure that crutches are a good idea? Isn't it too soon? Your body's still recovering.
This again? I know what's fucking best for myself. I'm not a goddamn child. Stop trying to second-guess me about my own treatment. I don't need to deal with this crap.
My body's fine. I just had scrapes and bruises on most of it. My knee is the only part that really got hurt. As long as it's properly supported, I'll be fine. Plus, the crutches divide my weight to my entire upper torso as well as my one good leg. There's no risk of injury there. Unless I slip, which isn't all that likely to happen.
Yuichi-san got really mad at me when I wouldn't drop it.
I see. I mean it, Shoichi. I appreciate the concern, but I'm doing alright. And I'll just take my recovery a little bit at a time. I'll be walking around as if nothing happened before you know it. Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Yuichi-san's pretty strong. I'm sure he'll recover soon.
Of course I will. That's exactly what the doctor said, too. My body is so strong and healthy that I'll probably make a really fast recovery. Yeah, then it'll just be a matter of finding something for you to do after we graduate. Ooh. Sorry, I spoke before thinking about it. Nah, it's okay. You're totally right. I need to figure out what to do after this. Truth is, I'm pretty stumped. What do you think I should do? I know I said this before, but you're taking this way better than I thought you would.
Heh, right?
I'm surprised myself. If I knew stopping tennis would give me this much relief, I'd have done it way sooner. And yet we kept pressuring you to get over your slump. That's probably your subconscious way to distance yourself from something that was too stressful. I'm sorry. It's fine. If I didn't realize it myself, how would anyone else hope to do it? I'm the only one to blame for that.
Yuichi-san.
Well, not like we're gonna decide anything in the afternoon. We should probably talk about something Wait. We can't afford to be that relaxed about everything. You only have a few months at the most to decide what you want. If I decide to go to college, you need to make an application. If you decide to go to college, you need to make an application. Start studying for your test. Maybe even get letters of recommendation if you decide to go for one overseas.
College? Right. That's true.
Katsuragi-sensei's words from this morning echo again in my mind. A prestigious school offering an athletic scholarship. Ha! An athletic scholarship, huh? Right. A lot of colleges are so competitive that you need good extracurriculars to get in, especially overseas ones. And most students my own age will have been studying for their entrance exams since last year. My current grades aren't all that great either. God, I have to find a way to get into a college, right? Because I can't... There's a lot to think about, isn't there? Maybe we should... That's true. First we need to decide what you even want to study. Is there any area that interests you? You've always been equally good at most subjects, so nothing jumps to mind, at least for me.
There's no...
After that, I can help you look into it. We want colleges that are well regarded in your field of study. A diploma from a school with a certain level of prestige will make getting good jobs that much easier.
Hey, Shuichi-san.
Jun clapped Shoichi's thigh, finally dragging the husky's attention away from his rapid-fire thoughts. What?
Isn't this too much information? Yuichi-san just got out of the hospital. Even if he's doing well, he has a lot on his mind right now. We should try not to overwhelm him.
Huh?
June? Holy crap, I could cry right now. Thank you!
Oh, right. My bad. I got too wrapped up thinking about it.
No harm done.
My head hurts.
I can barely handle my own studies. Hearing about all this stuff nearly made my head spin.
This is stuff you should worry about, though.
It's fine. I've had my heart set on the same school since I was in middle school. I know what I'm working to.
Second, you know?
Must be nice. It sure does free up my brain for thinking of more important stuff.
Like what?
Games and stuff. The piano, too.
The fact that you're saying something so sad without even a hint of worry or regret in your voice worries me.
Get off my case. I'm trying my best.
No, you're not. You just admitted you aren't. Besides, we've been through this before. You don't even study unless I force you to.
You're not even bad at studying. You're just lazy. Now you're being mean. If I want to encourage you, Jun-kun, but he's not wrong.
Not you too! You're supposed to be on my side! Why is Shoichi supposed to be on your side?
I know nothing.
Aww.
It's okay. Now that I know just how terrible you are at it, we can start working on Operation Improve Jun's grades.
Excuse me, the what?
I talked about it with Sai a bit after midterms. We didn't really decide on anything since we just touched on the subject, but we basically felt bad about how much work Yuichi had put in to get your grades up. We were both thinking of chipping in and helping you.
What? No way! Hey, that sounds like a good thing. Then I'll at least have some room to breathe.
Of course, out of the three of us, Yuichi is by far the best tutor, so Sai and I would probably only work on supplementing his lessons.
That's fine by me. My free time! Do you prefer to repeat your senior year again instead? You saw how much work it was just to keep you from flunking, and these are the first and easiest midterms of the year. No, anything but that. Then friggin' study! Okay.
God, it's almost as if I were kicking a puppy.
But how much of that is real, though? As far as I know, he's just pretending to be pitiful so we go easy on him. I'm on to you now. I can see through your little games. Fine, fine. I'll study. It'll suck, but I don't want to repeat again. The older I get, the smaller my chances of joining my dream school get.
That's a good way of looking at it. Which reminds me, have you been playing the piano at all lately?
A little bit here and there. I haven't had much time.
Yeah, I feel that. It's okay, Jun. We'll help you out. We won't let you repeat.
Shoichi smiles, placing his big hand atop Jun's head, petting the smaller tiger with obvious gentleness and affection. The whole scene makes me raise an eyebrow, confused. Since when have you two been this close?
I promised I'd support Jun to the best of my abilities, though maybe not in so many words. Actually, I've mostly just decided that now.
Seriously, what the hell happened while I was away? Did everyone advance each other's social links while I was gone? Thanks.
Of course.
God damn it, why am I getting jealous now? I loudly clear my throat, drawing their attention back to me. Shoichi stops petting the tiger, with both of them turning around to look at me. So, do you guys have any plans for next week or something?
No. Should we?
I guess I could use some emotional support. Once news gets out about my accident, I'm sure I'll get annoyed by some press.
Oh, right. I guess that's true. They usually leave you alone outside of tournaments. It's a miracle they haven't shown up already to harass you for missing the Kanto tournament.
Probably happen. Just you wait. Is it that bad? They could be pretty insistent. You saw that magazine a while ago, right? I got lucky they didn't ask for an interview with that one, but I usually have to delete at least one request a week for that sort of thing. Sponsorships, journalists asking for comments on other players, that sort of thing. I'm pretty tired of all of it.
I've had to field a few offers to play in the professional league these past 2 years.
Whoa, really? Have there been any new ones you didn't mention?
I got contacted by Hiroshima Jackals 2 weeks ago. They offered me a pretty generous contract.
Well, why don't you take it?
I'm not going to play volleyball professionally. I'm not really interested in that. Besides, the Jackals are a 3rd division team.
I still think you're making a mistake.
Nah, volleyball has never been something I want to do for the rest of my life. It's just a hobby.
That's such a waste. A guy as good as you should play professionally. But trying to tell him that is like talking to a wall. Ugh. Meanwhile, I can't even... No, don't go there. Absolutely don't go there. You're right. You shouldn't lock yourself into doing something for the rest of your life just because you're good at it.
Right? Yeah, it's exactly what I think. Thank you, Shoichi.
Why do you look so surprised?
It's nothing, just, well, you were usually one of the people pushing me to it.
True, but I had a change of perspective. And after all, I was also doing something like that just because I felt like I had to since I was good at it. You should do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
Sheesh, I'm agreeing with you. Why do you look so unhappy? What do I need to say for you to relax a bit? You being so on edge worries me and makes me anxious. Just be happy, damn it. Do you think we could just hide Yuichi until they lost interest?
That's an idea.
If it gets me out of being annoyed by a bunch of journalists, I agree.
Somehow I have a hard time picturing it working no matter what.
Damn.
You can't really believe that it would be that easy, can you?
No, but I held out hope. Maybe Mizuguchi-san and Keisuke can be able to think of a better plan. I'll have already gone to school by the time they get back. Oh.
Not to mention, someone might come after Yuichi anyway, since he didn't show up for the Kanto Regional Tournament in the first place.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. But anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!